Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Whitley Bay and the weather is muggy and a little bit breezy. There's not much sun at the moment, but let's go and have a look at the town and then go down the beach and see what's going on in Whitley Bay. St Paul's Church in the centre of town, this. Got this parade of shops here. Actually, quite a lot of independent looking places, which is good to see. Rabbit micro pub. I wonder if that's open. I am starting to feel a bit thirsty actually. That's an interesting old building there with a dome on it. It's got a cinema type quality to it, but I don't know what it was. House prices here would suggest it's quite expensive to live in Whitley Bay. Series of flats, sort of anywhere from about 110 for a very small thing to about 300. Some of these houses are quite expensive. It looks a bit bog standard that for 420. 585. Not sure about Dick's Pizza particularly. Well, initial thoughts, it seems like a pretty chilled out place, this Whitley Bay. Nice bookshop over there. Well, I quite like this street. I think it's pretty cool in some ways. Lots of cafes and little trinkety sort of gift shops and stuff. I mean, it's got the hairdressers and the tanning shops and things like that, but it hasn't everywhere. But yeah, decent. Get yourself to Whitley Bay. I think it's really nice. I haven't even seen the seafront yet, so the best is probably yet to come, is it? I don't know. So I had a quick look, and the population of Whitley Bay is about 38,000, so it's a reasonably sized town, really. And it's about 8 to 10 miles north of Newcastle. And it's got a nice vibe. It's a big old, quite ugly building, to be honest, is the Playhouse. Billy Joel tribute-y type thing going on. Didn't mind some Billy Joel. That's a guilty pleasure to admit, innit? Whoa, look at this place. I really like it. To people who live in Whitley Bay really like it. I don't know, but for the tourist, and that's me today, I really like it. Called Happy Days Bottle Shop. Cold craft beer. This is my kind of place. This place that I've showed you with the dome and the kind of quite fancy frontage, it's called a Spanish City. After securing the funding needed to restore the building, North Tyneside Council teamed up with construction firm Robertson and Point, blah 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 blah. So I got this can from the Hazy Days craft bar and bottle shop, and it is absolutely excellent. What a place. And to have a craft bar next to the seafront, I mean, what's not to love about that? Excuse any wind noise, because it's picked up the breeze because we're on the seafront here. Look at this. Bloody marvellous. It really is a wondrous place, actually, is Whitley Bay. And I reckon you could go for a decent swim here as well. And the beach is dead flat, sandy, but flat. So you could have a game of football on it. And then further up on that top part of the beach, you could do your sandcastles and shit like that. So, hey, something for everybody. The lighthouse in the distance. Now apparently, like, you can only get to it by walking on a path or something when the tide is low, it's out. Obviously you don't want it in, you're going to risk something or other, but I don't know what it's like now, whether the tide is going to be good to do that or not, but I'm going to walk towards it anyway, because was quite compelling to walk to. You can see some people walking on that path to the lighthouse, so yeah, looking good. I was just thinking as well, last time I went to Whitley Bay, I've been to Whitley Bay before, very briefly, but it was wintry and really, you know, wasn't for walking about. And then the only other association to Whitley Bay is when I saw my football team, which is Scarborough Football Club, getting beaten by Whitley Bay in the FA Cup, and that was about the late 80s, I think. Yeah, 1-0. Yeah, bad day that. Smell of seaweed is massive. Look. Wow. It's brilliant. It says at the point on the shore where only the highest tides reaches the strand line or tide rack. This is where all the loose material in the sea ultimately collects. Some of it is man-made, mostly rubbish thrown overboard from ships or abandoned by inconsiderate visitors, bastards. However, the bulk of it is seaweed, and it's been ripped free from during rough seas, but it can contain anything from dead whales, migratory birds, to local fish and crabs that die and are washed up on the shore. I've just turned the corner here on the path round, sort of like esplanade type thing round, and wow, look, here it is, the lighthouse, and it's brilliant. So looking good to go to get to it. So it's St Mary's Island Local Nature Reserve. There it is. Let's get across there and have a look at the lighthouse. So yeah, it is a proper island because it's set off the mainland, and I guess when that high tide comes in, it's inaccessible to come and walk on it. Or you're going to take a little bit of a risk if you do going back and forth. But check out this view over there, look. Fantastic. Here we are. Here we are. And it's quite a specimen. It's brilliant. Just thinking, if you did get cut off and you couldn't go back, you're not really that stranded, to be honest, because you could just sort of like hang around here or whatever until it was safe to go back across. You can see a lot of birds around here. You've got to be quiet apparently. There's quite a lot of twitchers out. But yeah, it is a nice place. Brilliant. Look at it. I probably can't see it. I've not got a great zoom on this, so I'm really sorry, but somewhere out there it's signs of the wreckage from the SS California. That's what it says on a plaque that I've just read. You can see right in the middle of this frame here, it's a bit of metal stuck up, and that's part of the ship apparently. Curry's Point. On the 4th of September 1739, Michael Curry was executed for the murder of the landlord of the Three Horseshoes Inn. Bloody hell. His body was afterwards hung in chains from a gibbet at this spot within sight of the scene of his crime. Well, you know, ever since that gruesome event, this headland has been known as Curry's Point. Blimey. So I'm heading away from the lighthouse, St Mary's Island, heading back towards the town. So I'll have a look around the town again and see what else Whitley Bay has got to offer. But it's been a great day, it really has. Inadvertently cut across the golf course, and a golf, of course, is the waste of a good walk. Brainwashing reminder there, if you needed reminded a bit. I don't. I suppose cutting across there is the path of the course, or something like that. Foreboding clouds hanging over me here. Starting to spit with a bit of rain, but hopefully I'll get back to the town without getting pissed on massively. Winds caught up and all, winds come up quite considerably as well. Funny how the seasons change, 4 seasons in one day, etc. It's coming down in quite thick lumps of rain, that's the thing. Gonna get up to the town centre, which I think is up there, and see if we can find some shelter. Just walking up Park Avenue, some nice houses on here as well. Mixture of hotels and bed and breakfasts and private residences. It's getting under these trees to get out of the rain a bit, but I don't think it's that bad really, to be honest. It's going to clear it a bit. So we're in the town centre, and it'd be easy to criticise, but then I'd be criticising every town in England really, because you've got, you know, pizza places and B&M bargains and other bargain stores and bookies, Turkish barbers and stuff like that, but the usual fare. It's not uncommon. A nail bar, kebab shop, another barber's, chicken shop, and lots of closed down units as well, which has enabled these guys to do some mega fly posting. Sewing machine porn here for anyone that's interested. Quite a collection, to be honest. I mean, it's the same sort of thing really everywhere you go, as I've said really. You've got a tattoo shop there and a Indian restaurant, and there's another barber's, and yeah, that's kind of what you expect. That is pretty cool actually. This is the other side of the metro station. I'm sure I didn't get off here. I got off somewhere completely different. It's confused me. Anyway, let's just have a little look around the corner for me, because some nice houses I've just seen to be left. There's a row of houses here on Clarence Crescent that are really nice. And, you know, stone's throw from all the kind of crappy shops that you'd expect, but, you know, I mean, if you lived in one of these, you'd be chuffed to bits, wouldn't you? So I'm going to call it a day on Whitley Bay, and I'm going to come back actually, because I reckon there's a lot more to see, and you can't see everything in just one visit. You've got to come back and look at things again and find different things to find out about, you know, other things that are happening in Whitley Bay. But I generally quite like it, especially down the beach, and you know, the lighthouse and everything like that. It's really cool. So yeah, I'll be revisiting again. Could I live in Whitley Bay? I think I probably could. Yeah, I forgot. Whitley Bay, 8 out of 10. Way up though, there is a really cool little bar on the metro station called the Ticket Office, and it's very cool indeed. So could it be 8.5 out of 10?